story or nothing, really. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half.
Truncate.
It's something that has arisen from a number of different parts of the town, but all at the same time. I don't know the different kind of categories of the community at the same time. Sowerby Bridge has got a very, very big artistic community, but it's not organised. It's not like Hebden Bridge, where you know it's an arts town. There's been an attempt for years, for going back 20 years, to try and create some sort of community-based arts thing. And it's been centred around these buildings. This was the council. This was the Sowerby Bridge District Council offices. Sowerby Bridge District, 1974, when that finished. So people got married here. There was a morgue here. People ended up on a slab here. It's got all these connections, but it's also got layers of history beyond that. It's a much earlier site than the buildings that we see now. So the road that you walk down that's inside the building, around the back, is 18th century. That is, it's 100 years older than any of these buildings. The route that it's following could be medieval, and it's all part of this buildable thing of what's going on, of how a town develops from a river crossing in a marsh in the middle of nowhere to an industrial revolution town, to a ghost town, to a town that started to revive again.
Where's gone now?
What?
Where's the others gone?
Oh, I think they've gone for a look upstairs.
Oh, not for what?
Some of them, yes.
3.5 years of negotiation with the council has resulted in the council agreeing to give us the buildings on a lease, a 125-year lease, for £1. And at the moment what we're doing is we are negotiating the terms of the lease. 1,000 hours of work.
So we're now in the old swimming pool building. This was the reception. And the hallway that leads down to the pool down there, which is worth a look. And then there's all manner of rooms beyond. And also the entire cellar and undercroft. It's definitely worth a wander around.
Wow, what's going to happen with it?
Put the whole lot to community use, so it'll be a mixed sort of set of functions. There'll be community space and function rooms for kind of community groups. There's also going to be performance spaces, outdoor spaces, workshops for small local businesses. We're going to be working with sports teams to provide them with changing room accommodation that they don't have as yet.
Wow.
So a lot of different uses, but as much of it for as many people as possible, sort of thing, sort of fully inclusive of all.
The council office. So, Sowerby Bridge Urban District Council, SBUDC, coat of arms on the window. These were just ordinary council offices on both sides. And through the back of here, this was a function room. It had a stage at this end, the low stage, and presumably they had things like dinner dances or tea dances or something like that in here. Seen better days.
It really has.
Its last manifestation was as a gym. So at some point they put plasterboard over all the walls, they put big mirrors up, and this was one of the 2 gyms in the building. But before all that, under our feet, is a toddler pool, which we've not seen yet. So this was another gym in its last manifestation. But what this used to be, if you look at the shapes on the wall and the marks on the walls, this used to be a rabbit warren of little cubicles, and each cubicle contained a bath and a WC. And these were the town slipper baths. So you didn't have a bath at home, you came here and had your bath. we've got this crazy space which could become a venue, a 250-seater venue.
It's huge.
Which we think is going to happen. Just the other side of these windows is the river. So picture stepping out through one of these windows onto a platform, onto a gallery that runs all the way along the building. And you're above the river and you've got a completely novel experience in this town. We have about 175 phases to think about in this project.
Wow.
A Story, Part 3. The rain is pounding, thrumming, pummeling against the roof, like an animal on the outside, trying to get in. Like the animals, the lions, the tigers, the bears, the giraffes, the rhinos, the elephants, like the animals on the inside, trying to get out. They have been on this boat for almost a month, and the rain will not stop. The sound of rain, the nature of fear. At night the boy dreams of the rain, and when he wakes up, it is still raining. God said that he would cleanse the earth of all sin, but the boy knows that this is not true, for every time he closes his eyes, he sees his mother, as the black water rose up over her face. They tied his mother to a tree. They tied their mother to a tree. Their father told them to. God told him to. For she was not a believer. And the water rose up over her breast, the breast from which she had suckled. It rose up over her screaming mouth. And the basilisk, the unicorn, the manticore, the dragon, none of them were believers either. The sound of rain, the nature of fear. The boy remembers seeing the dark ribbons of water crossing the face of the earth, seeing his mother screaming, seeing the unicorns running for shelter, until all the rivers bloated and burst their banks, and the seas all became one, and there was no forgiveness. The rain, pounding and pummeling, is still not enough to block out the sound of his mother's screaming. The boy can still hear it. And in a way he hopes that it will never stop raining. For even now, the sound of her cries is almost too loud for him to bear. The sound of rain, the nature of fear. The rain pounding on the roof, thrumming, pummeling, like an animal on the outside trying to get in, like the animals on the inside trying to get out.